Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have another interesting video here. This is a Lexus GX470 2008. Customer complaint is that none of the door locks are working. As you can see, I already took apart the trim on the driver's side door, which is where the master switch is located. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to come over to this block right here, because this is the one that goes straight to the door lock on this door, and this is the master door, so you need to make sure that this one is the one that's working. I'm going to show you how I did a test on here, or what I did for the test. 1 second, make sure I can put that microphone where you guys can hear me. Alright, back in business. Let me show you what I've been using for testing. So I got this from Power Pro. This is a 20-foot extension cord for doing diagnosis that I use. It has a connector in here that you can remove and use it on the cigarette lighter or with this alligator clip or clamps on the battery, so you have a steady ground and a steady power. I got that idea from my friend Ramon, and I've been using it since then. So what I do is I put the test light. I also tweak a test light. I think you guys saw it before in some of my other videos. So I welded a 4mm bayonet jack on the front, and I did the same thing on the back. So what I'm using right now, I had I mark it so I don't have to be looking at the the signs on the side. It says positive and negative, which are very small. I mean right here. So I put just a black marker on the side that is the ground. So for this one, I'm going to use a positive side of the test light. Okay, make sure we got a good contact. So as you can see, let me put that here so you guys can see it better. Oop, almost full. Turn the light off so you guys can see that better. So that one, the red with the black, is on the driver's side. That is a lock position signal. As you can see, every time I press on the master switch, the light flickers, because it goes from from negative. We have the test light to power. So right now that cable is grounded all the time. Same thing is on the unlock position, and it goes momentarily to power just when you press the switch. Let me just make sure you guys can see that. And if I keep it holding, you see how it goes back to like completely bright light. So I'm going to move that light down to the unlock position, and as we can see, when I press, the same thing happened, but none of the switches is doing anything. So one other thing that I wanted to do before condemning anything is test other doors and other switches. So the passenger side door has also a master switch that controls all the door locks, at least on this car. So I'm going to press, I think we are in the unlock position, so I am doing the unlock, and as you guys can see, it's flickering the same way. So the signal that goes from that door through the battery control module is reaching all the way to this side to unlock this door as well. Nothing is happening. Okay, we're gonna go now to the lock position, and you guys can see that it's flickering the same way. So that is telling me that at least the control part of the system, which goes from battery control to all the doors to these two master switches and the controls of the doors, is there. At least on these two front ones, nothing is happening. Okay, my next step, and I'm going to show you what I did too, is I removed this plug here, this connector, and I'm going to use from this kit that I have. I bought this from Matco. Let me see which one is the one. Actually, I think I have it on the table. Yes, that's right here. So if you see the connector right here, let's see which one is. Yeah, I think that's better for you guys. As you can see, 1 second, microphone is falling down. Hopefully that's better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just use these connectors in here one for the bottom one, which is unlocked, and one for the upper one, which is locked. And I'm going to supply, you know, just momentarily power and ground to those two. I mean, that is protected by a fuse cell, so it's nothing truly you can damage in there. Well, actually it's going through the body control module. So 1 second, guys, let me put these two leads onto the test light, and I get back in here. Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm just using those two test leads that I have for these two with those connectors, and I have, you know, black lead to negative and red lead to positive. Again, you know, straight to the door lock. That is a straight connector to the door lock, and I'm just going to touch in here. As you can hear, that moves it. But, and I noticed this is very intermittent. Like right now, it's probably not even going to work again. So I'm switching the cable, the positive cable, now to the upper part, so I can hopefully that cable moves. The white cable is the one that's going to move. If this works, I'm going to touch the ground just momentarily, and nothing happened. So I noticed that if I move the key, where I put the key? Right here. Nothing is a problem here. Let me get the key. Moving the lock, you know, with the key outside. So you can see now so that's the lock position. I have to answer a phone call. Lock and unlock, I can do it mechanically with the key outside, and I'm already moved the cables in here. I'm trying to see if the door lock reacts for a second, because that was doing the trick before, as you guys saw. You know, like, let me switch this back to the way it was, because right now this should be power onto the unlock. Yeah, so as you can see now that moved, and if the door lock is working correctly, I mean, you guys, I don't know if you heard or saw that it was very, like what I said, very lazy. It's very slow movement, and it's not even closing. So, and this is what it should do no matter what. I mean, I'm bypassing everything in here, so this is not working, as you can see. Sometimes it's very hard to do with one hand, and I don't want to put, you know, like a steady power in there. So again, we go over to the unlock. Right now the door is locked. See, it's not even doing it now to the other. Oh, it did. Just very soft. So this for me is calling on 100% the door lock, but I need to check at least one other door, because none of the doors are working, and we have no lock position. Let's see if that. Okay, I can feel. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That is from me powering completely here. So yep, that door lock is no good, no doubt about it. Sorry for the video. So I'm going to open this rear door to do a test on the lock motor. This is going to be a simple. I already know the master switches are working. I want to make sure the signal is getting in here, and otherwise I will have to call all the actuators. I told the customer, you know, before I jump into the repair, that I was, you know, suspecting the body control module, because I mean, it's very hard or very rare that all the doors lock switches or actuators become bad at once. But then when I keep talking to her, she let me know that first it was the driver door, then the passenger door, then one of the rear ones, and all of a sudden none of them. So this is not a one problem, you know, like a one issue all of the sudden. This is like eventually one door, then the other one, and so on. So that's what I jump into checking the doors, because the battery control module on this car is under the driver's side, like right where the steering column is on the left side. So, and that is a lot of work. All right, so again, let me check this rear door and I will get you guys on the video. All right, I got the rear door open. As you guys can see, this is very original. Nobody else has been here. I'm gonna tell you or show you what else that you need to remove in order to get the trim out. It's very easy. So you have to pop up the switch for the window, which is, so I use is these trim tools. You have to just I'm going to show you on the front door, but it's the same thing. You're going to just try here up, and that will release these clips. Same thing as where the switch is. Sorry, that's what the switch. You guys got to pry up from the back first, and then the front, and then the molding in here. You have to pop up because it has a Phillips bolt in here, another Phillips bolt in here, and then one right behind a cover on the door handle. The front door has a plastic clip in here, and then all you got to do is just pull the door from the bottom, work yourself up, and disconnect all the connectors. All right, that's as much as we need to check in there. All right, so I have the same thing. This is only 4 wires on this connector for the door actuator. Colors are different. I can show you in the wire diagram, but you know, I already know that here. So what I'm going to do is just move the test light so where I can see, and then actuate the switch. As you can see, it's flickering. That is the unlock position. So unlock in here will be blue and black, and the other one is like a blue and red. So let me move this in here. That will be our lock position. Again, we have that lighting up, and I'm going to click on the lock position. So that tells me the signals coming from the body module are there. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move those 2 leads here. I don't need this here no more. So 1 second, guys. Okay, I moved the testing leads over to the switch. You will notice when you remove the plug, let me show you here, that you have 2 big wires and 2 smaller cables and connectors. So the main ones are for the door lock are going to be the big ones. Same thing as in the front switch. So again, this is overriding whatever we have from the car. We have power and ground in here. Okay, nothing is here. I'm going to switch this to the other side. Very hard to do one hand. I'm going to with one hand. All right. And nothing. So again, this is 100% door lock actuator's problem. I'm again receiving the signal, so this actuator should move, and it's not happening in neither of the doors. I told the customer it's very hard to tell this a switch or tell it's the bottom module or a door lock actuator without doing further testing. So this is a must to do in order to completely give them 100% secure diagnosis that whatever we replace is going to be the problem. Okay, so I will wait for the okay on the repairs, and again, if everything is accepted, I will show you on the separate video part 2 the repair. Hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to subscribe.